What is going on, guys? It's Jake, and today I'm going to be doing a kind of a year in review for Hasbro Beyblade Burst. So, let's get right into it. So in this video I'm going to talk about how Hasbro's Beyblade Burst line has done when it came out last September to now, and see how it's been and how it's released. And I'm just going to talk about that. First, I'm going to talk about the aesthetics. And this is pretty divided, but I think Hasbro has gotten better. So when their initial waves released, their color schemes really were kind of bad. And whichever ones weren't bad, they were not good. Especially their non-dual layer bays, like Rocktavor. As you can see, what is this? And why does this look like a cheap $5 knockoff? And let's compare that to the original Rocktavor released by Takara Tomy. Pretty big difference. And that I think is what kind of made people very hesitant to like Hasbro after Takara Tomy, because usually Hasbro's been kind of on the ball, like with Metal Fusion, Metal Masters. They've been kind of on the ball with it, with colors. They pretty much look the exact same almost. But I think they're doing better. See, in their most recent wave, which had Zutron Z2 and Excalius X2, I think they did a pretty good job. Like, here's the Takara Tomy Excalius X2, and then here's the Hasbro one. It looks very close, and I feel like they're just doing better and better. And judging by the pictures of Beyblade Burst Evolution, I think they're really trying to go back to being very similar to Takara Tomy again. Next, let's talk about just performance. Now, Hasbro Bays and Takara Tomy are different because Takara Tomy use teeth, which as you twist it or as it gets hit, it'll start clicking. It'll click. But that had a lot of issues with durability, especially in the earlier lines, like with Valkyrie, and I think Spryzen had it a little bit, where the teeth would just deteriorate, and eventually it just burst all the time. Hasbro fixed this by implementing a kind of a slope system, which as the bay gets hit, it'll travel further down that slope, and then the pieces will eventually just pop off. Once again, this is something that is very divided, and it kind of depends on who you ask which one they like better. Usually people like Takara Tomy better, but I actually kind of prefer the slope system, mainly because I hate hearing that clicking noise. It just makes me cringe because it's really high pitched, and I don't like it. And also, I've experienced the whole durability issue, so having that slide, which will never deteriorate, is a lot better in my opinion, but it's really up to you guys what you think. Now, this next thing is what I think Hasbro has done the absolute worst of. And it's really two things, but I'll talk about them separately. First one is marketing. They really did not do any marketing for Beyblade Burst at all, and I think Evolution is going to ramp up a little bit because Burst was kind of a hidden success for them. It actually did better than they thought they would, but I really hope Evolution they do a little bit more. But let's just talk about marketing. Have there really been that much presence for Beyblade Burst besides us? Without people like us, like Baytubers, I feel like not a lot of people would know about it. And I feel like, honestly, I hate to toot my own horn, but people like me and Kevo and Beyblade Geeks and JoJo, just to name a few, are a pretty big reason why Burst is as successful as it is. So that's something that Hasbro needs to do better of, and that is just marketing their product. And the other thing that Hasbro hasn't done well has been releasing their stuff properly. Canada got it first in September, and I don't remember if the US got it until like December or January. Why? And there's still a lot of places where they don't even have it, or they just got the first wave. Like, I'm pretty sure the UK, a couple of places in the UK just got them kind of recently, within the last like couple of months. And I think they just sort of came out in Brazil too, except their prices are ridiculous. And I'll get to prices later, but they just did not like release them really. They basically said, everybody that is in North America, you're good. But everyone besides that, sorry about you. Now we're going to talk about prices. And this is something that is also kind of hit or miss. And it kind of depends on where you are. And in the US, starters are $10, Super Grip Launchers $5, Stadium I think is $15. It's really not bad, in my opinion. Is it a little bit more expensive than Metal Fusion was? Yes, the Metal Fusion was 5+ years ago. So we gotta account for like the economy and inflation and stuff like that. So I think the prices are fine in the US. Canada, they're a little bit more expensive, mainly because the Canadian dollar is not worth as much as the US dollar, but they're still in the realm of affordability. It's fine. When you get to the UK, it's ridiculous. I'm pretty sure a starter like translates to like $15 USD or $20 USD, something like that. It's ridiculous. Stadiums are really high in price. The Master Kit is really high in price. And it pales in comparison to Brazil, where I'm pretty sure the Master Kit is like $30 USD. So really guys, in conclusion, Hasbro has been getting better about their quality and about their performance and about their colors mainly. Their marketing sucks. Hopefully it gets better for the next series. Their releasing scale sucks. Hopefully that's better for the next series. And I really do hope they fix their issue with their prices. So, I'll see you guys next time. Have fun and bay away.